Good afternoon, friends. It's Monday. It's Monday. We're starting strong with a strong homeschool week today. Jack just went and got my watch off the charger for me. Some of you have been asking how homeschool is going and why I haven't showed any homeschool stuff. It's still getting done. I just haven't done a homeschool video in a while, so I guess we'll do... Jackson! I guess we'll do a little bit of showing you what we've done today. What did we start our homeschool day off with today, sis?
Watch.
Speak nice and clearly.
World Watch.
World Watch News.
World Watch.
We watched 2 episodes of that because we took last week off. So we watched some World Watch News. And then what did we do?
Did we do like missionary study?
Yes, we did our missionary study. Who are we learning about?
Jonathan Goforth.
And where did Jonathan Goforth serve for missionary work?
China.
China. Very good. And then what did we do? We're starting it right now.
Creepy crawlies.
We're starting
But didn't we realistically...
Creepy Crawlies.
We wrote in a book.
I was saying you wrote...
That was part of your missionary study. Creepy Crawlies. This is a gather around unit. We've been working on it for far too long, and so we're gonna finally cruise through it this week. We should finish it up maybe the beginning of next week, and then do you remember which gather around unit I said we're gonna start after that?
Thanksgiving thing?
Not Thanksgiving, Indigenous peoples.
Yes.
So learning about that, we'll do that through November. Once December hits, we're going to do the Christmas Around the World, which we bought last year and started, but we didn't get very far because then we took December off. So we're going to do some Christmas Around the World and then finish Indigenous peoples in January. And then I want to do Vikings, I think. So anyway, back to today. We did our missionary study, which that is from, what is that curriculum called? I can't think of it. Let me find it before I just sit here and stumble around talking. Not Consumed is the curriculum that we do our missionary study from. Alice and I went to the homeschool convention in Pigeon Forge. The Not Consumed booth was there. I had looked at these on their website and always wanted to get them, and when I saw them in person, I knew it was happening. So we got volume 2. And it's Kim Sorgis who does Not Consumed. We do some of their Bible studies, or we have done some of their Bible studies before, like family studies, and they're really good. They're very, they're just very good. They're not super, long. Let's put it that way. It's nice little chunks. It gets the kids talking and communicating about Jesus and all that. So their missionary study is called To Every Nation. This is a study of 12 missionaries and their great God. I bought the workbooks for the kids, and then there's 12 of the Christian Heroes, Christian Heroes Then and Now books, which are from YWAM. Anyway, if you're not a homeschool, probably a lot of this doesn't make sense. But anyway, Not Consumed is what we're doing for that. And then we're finishing up our Creepy Crawlies, which is from Gather Around Homeschool. It's another one that you do kind of together, family style, which we like. And what I personally do is I put it on the laptop and then I broadcast it to our 77-inch television, and the kids read from there. So we do read aloud. And who wanted to read first?
I think Alex was.
Well, you volunteered her, so you can go ahead and start with the prayer.
Let me volunteer everything.
You want to read, don't you? He loves reading. That's what it is. Which is weird. He loves reading aloud, but he does not like reading independently.
I'm the opposite.
And Alice is the opposite. She doesn't mind reading independently. Yes, you can show them your Coraline doll real quick. She got this yesterday at Meijer.
The only kind of sad thing is they gave her no sleeves.
No sleeves, but she's been carrying it around because as we know, she's kind of deep in the Coraline culture right now, so it's very cute. Jackson's telling me all about some things in Grounded, which is a video game that I love when he plays because he's learned so much, especially in conjunction with this Creepy Crawlies unit. So what we were just talking about last week, we learned about the what?
We were learning about insects that live in the water.
Insects live in ponds, I think.
Yeah, ponds, or just insects that live in water.
And before we even went through the lesson, he's like, I wonder if there's going to be a diving bell spider. And I was like, what the heck is that? And he learned it from Grounded. Mm-hmm. And it was in the lesson. Mm-hmm. And we learned the history of how it... Anyway.
Too bad they didn't have water boatmen, though.
Water what?
water boatman.
Bowman?
Boatman.
Boatman. What is that?
So insect with two little like fins that look like what are those things?
Oars?
Yeah, oars that they swim with.
Oh.
And you can Alice wants to talk.
Alice would like to say something.
I have something we can do for this.
Speak a little louder, my love.
I have something we can do for this lesson today.
What?
Make up our own insect and draw it.
I was actually just thinking, this snail that they have in the lesson, oh, that's a slug. This snail is so cute. I was thinking you guys could do a painting of a snail. You guys never draw, well, Alice does. Jackson hasn't done any sort of art in a while. He doesn't like it, right?
I mean,
Do you like it? You just like.
I don't know why, but I was just, there's something in grounded called peeping animals, or like the insects. So, in the game, you can go like this, and then like this, and then they act as like your little peepers. So you can, but it actually like magnifies in, and you can actually peep a bug and learn its like weaknesses and what bug it is.
So you learn information.
And then there are little tiny drawings of them in like
a
tiny
sketchbook or something.
in tiny like rectangular pictures. And like you can like peep a wolf spider, and then it would come up as like a really.
You drew one before from there, didn't you?
No,
When we were doing art with the Clarks?
No, I just drew just some grounded bugs. I think I drew like a black ox beetle, a green shield bug, and then
Anyway, he's kind of become our insect expert over
a big
here.
termite. No, I said
I didn't call.
You said a naughty.
I called Alice a naughty-haired kid, and it sounded like naughty-haired kid because she has not brushed her hair.
Neither have you.
Yes, I have. I brushed it and put it up in a new bun thing.
No, what? Look at that little piece.
I know, it's not perfect. It's sticking out. We just put away a grocery haul, so that video actually went up yesterday, if you're watching this when this video goes up. And I mentioned that I had to buy some aspirin. So real quick health update for those of you following along on this journey. What is it? About a month ago, I went into ER for an allergic reaction to Plaquenil. Okay. Spent about 4 hours in ER. They gave me IV, like fluids and steroids and all sorts of stuff, and I left. The rash is finally gone. But after that, so that was on a Saturday. The following Friday, I went in to get rechecked blood work from the visit because some of my stuff had been high while I was in the ER. So I got my blood work rechecked and spoke to another nurse practitioner at the clinic that I go to. She wasn't the normal one because it was like a last minute appointment. And she didn't say anything about she said some of my levels were high, but that they wanted me to go ahead and start the Tremfya injections when I was able to. And that was about it. Gave me steroids to where I was taking low-dose prednisone daily until I was able to get my injections. Okay. 3 weeks later, so like just the other day, something prompted me to log into my portal for the rheumatology office. I logged in and saw a message from my rheumatologist, not the nurse practitioner that I spoke with the day of the blood draw. She left me a message and it was like, your platelets are really high. Your blood work looks horrible. I'm sending you to a specialist at the cancer center. You're going to see not an oncologist, erase that. You're going to see a hematologist, which is a blood specialist, to check your blood. In the meantime, I would like you to take aspirin daily to help prevent clots and stroke. So this was 3 weeks ago. I just saw the message a few days ago. So I'm supposed to have been on aspirin this whole time, and I wasn't. Alice said, ooh. But imagine my heart drop when I checked the mail and saw a letter to me from the cancer center. And I was like, what? I have friends that are in the medical field, and she's like, don't stress about it. Hematology often works closely with oncology. They're often in the same office, and it's my levels were probably high because of my liver was going through turmoil. My body was going through turmoil. So high platelet counts, they're normally under 300, I think. Mine were over 700, which meant that I was at risk for blood clots and stroke, hence the aspirin. And then some of my other enzymes and stuff were really high as well. I'm not going to log into it right now, but I think my white blood count was up. And it can be explained, both issues can be explained by the fact that I had inflammation going on. I was having an allergic reaction to a medication, and my body was in turmoil. So we're hoping that it's just that. But I have an appointment November 1st with the hematologist for blood work, like a full workup. So just, if you're the praying type, just pray that it was caused from what was going on through all of the allergic reaction stuff, and it's not something more serious. I'm trying not to be anxious about it because I know, like, logically, it's probably because of what was happening with the medications and allergic reaction and all of that. So there's my health update. But my mouth is so dry from meds. Health update. I'm going to try and get these kids back on track for school. We have gotten way off track. It is currently 2:30. I'm going to have them work at least another half hour or so and then give them free time. I might have them do art snails. Jackson wants to show me something in Grounded. He's currently playing with his butterfly knife. Want to show me a trick without dropping it on something that's important, like your iPad screen?
Yes.
Alice is starting a watercolor of a snail. So, I love it. This is some good blending. Alright, so show them your trick.
I can do it.
That was good.
That's how that be. Like,
Boop. This is not a sharpened butterfly knife, y'all. This is just a practice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's...
It could still hurt, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
but it's not sharp. Like, he's not at risk of slicing his hand open if he misses.
Well,
Was that from that? Your knuckles? Or is that from...
that was from this.
Oh.
Sometimes whenever I would go at it like this and
It
then
hit your
try
knuckles.
and go like this and then go like this, it would sometimes scrape across my knuckle
Yeah.
like that. And then
I don't wanna-
just keep
Your mouth
on
is
doing
dry.
that over and over again, grinding off skin slightly.
Yeah. Alright, we need to focus for another half hour, so okay.
Okay.
Okay. I am now broadcasting some videos from the laptop. I could just go to YouTube on the Xbox, but this is just easier for me. So we're watching some videos. Banana slug. So we are wrapping up the school portion of our day, kind of. Jackson is doing a lesson in teaching textbooks. Alice is coming in from outside. She's doing some Khan Academy math, working on decimals.
No, whole numbers.
Okay.
rounding.
I'm having her do some 4th grade review just because math is just not her strong suit in the way that she just doesn't like it. So we're doing some review, even though she's technically 5th grade, working on some just basic to get it back in her head. And Jackson's working on memory. Like, what are you doing? Math in your head? Yeah. Will is home from work. It was a long day. He had vacation last week, so the first day back is always something to treasure. We are hanging, lighting, hold on.
Window pane.
There we go. We are hanging this wildflowers.
Here.
Yes, there. And his mom did this with colored pencil.
Yes.
So she colored it. Did she do it while she was sick? Like,
Yes.
do you want to say anything? I don't want to say anything that's not accurate.
No, I mean that's.
So she passed away of cancer quite a few years ago now. And we had this, and it's always just been sitting in our closet. But now it kind of matches what I want to do with this room, which is more of a blurry photo. There we go. It kind of matches like we're doing kind of like a dark academia or dark and light academia type theme in this room. So this matches perfectly. It's basically what I'm saying. It's beautiful. So we finally get to display it. I'm very happy about that. I'm sure Will is too.
As a matter of happenstance, my mom, having cancer, couldn't really do a whole lot, so she'd like to sit there, watch her westerns and color these in. And she did technically 4 of them, but she didn't finish the 4th one. And so,
Did you guys all take one?
yeah,
Gotcha.
so
So
that
he and his
ended up
sisters and his
being
dad each got one.
working out
Yeah.
in its own way.
So he's gonna hang that for me, but like the theme, I think I've showed my corner cabinet before. We got this corner cabinet at a garage sale for $5, and we got some decor on it. So I got this like little oil lantern from a garage sale for $3. I thought it was super cool.
Do you want to explain what we just did?
Oh, with the claw things?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me just a second. Wedding photo. Got this globe at Goodwill for like $2. This is a shadow portrait of Jackson and Alice when we went to Disney in 2019. This was gifted to us when we moved here to Kentucky from my friend Anne. No, it wasn't Anne. I don't remember who gifted that to me, and I apologize. Anne got me a Kentucky-shaped cutting board, but this was also gifted to us. This is Will's, what do you call these? Your art form type thing, yeah. And then this I got on Temu. I had it on my wish list on Amazon, same exact thing, and it was much cheaper on Temu. I thought it was really cool. So just reading a book. This is a speaker. We use that to hear the TV. another lantern. This is actually an IKEA lantern that I got as a gift from for being an AHG in the leadership team. So anyway, that's our corner cabinet. My mouth is super dry, y'all. So can you explain this part?
So I found a video, which I'm assuming these things are well known, but I had never seen them before. But they're the claw hooks for hanging stuff, and so they have their own like little process where you can see that arrow that we've got up there. You stick that to the back of whatever you're gonna hang it on, and you position it, push it against the wall, and the other side of it is stickier than the part that sticks to your picture. And so then you mark that on the wall, and then this just pushes into the wall, leaves two itty bitty little holes instead of like one big nail hole. And
this one holds up to 15 pounds. Is that the smallest they had, or do they have 5 or 10?
15 is the smallest.
So he's gonna take the foam piece off and then hang the little hook thing. How do you know where that went? Did it leave a mark?
I put a little pencil mark.
Oh, okay.
You mark
I did see that, yeah.
on the bottom of the thing, and then
Yeah.
you line it up with the little divot down in there.
I forgot that part. So we got the 15 pounds and then the 25-pound ones because the other thing we hung that has traveled with us from home to home. This is the cross that Will and I got when his mom passed away. That was part, like, you know, people send flowers or gifts or whatnot. That was part of it. And we knew that we'd be taking it afterwards, and the flowers are dried and dead, obviously. But it has traveled with us from multiple homes and stayed intact. It's traveled across many states. So this is hung with one of the 25-pound ones because it's very heavy. But we kind of like how that looks here in the hallway. This is our front door. Will also hung some of his artwork. This is James O'Barr, who did The Crow, correct?
Yes.
So we have some actual artwork from James O'Barr. I got this for Will. When did I get that for you?
It was around the time that you graduated, because you got me.
I got you that one, and then you got me this one when I graduated college. So this is the Marilyn Monroe one that Will got me, and this is one I got him. So these are actually, you know, autographed by James O'Barr.
I think when you got me mine, you had said, I saw one on there, but I didn't think it was really your speed, but I know that you said that you liked it.
Yeah.
Which these are supposed to push in by hand.
So our walls are kind of tough, or paint or something.
Something, but I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that in
He
here.
has to tap it in a little bit with the hammer. There we go. The lighting, sorry, but you can kind of see it here in the corner of the living room. Also, apparently adopted a new plant. This is a yucca plant. We left church yesterday, and a gentleman was carrying it, and who was it that said? Oh, one of the associate pastor's wives was like, this looks like, would you like a plant? I was like, I kill plants. And Will was like, no, you don't. And I was like, I do though. We do have a few alive plants in here. But anyway, the older gentleman was like, this looks like it wants to go home with you. And he just passed it to me, and I held it like a baby in my arm, and we adopted a plant. Will said his mom used to have yucca plants, so interesting that his mom is kind of popping up all over in this vlog. So yeah, it needs light. I need to peel off some of the dead ones, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Alice requested a frappuccino. We've been doing them at home. I brew a pot of coffee. I put it in the refrigerator, and that's our base. And then I don't measure anything. I add some milk. I add some creamer. There's ice. The key to thickening it is xanthan gum. And then there's caramel and chocolate syrup and whipped cream, and it turns out amazing. So I'm gonna do that and show you the finished product. Again, I do not measure, so I don't know. It's all consistency based. I forgot, I also add a tablespoon or so of the classic caramel Torani syrup. I drizzle caramel and chocolate in a mason jar. We've got our frappe ready to go. The xanthan gum, like I said, really thickens it up. That's the key. So I'm gonna fill her up. Oh, and we're gonna drip all over the counter. My friend Kaylin has my tripod, and I meant to get it from her the other day, and I completely forgot. So I don't have my tripod right now.
You need me to hold the camera for you.
Nope, we're good.
Strong, independent
Yeah,
woman.
hold the camera for me.
Don't need a. Oh, now you do need a man.
I do need a man. I need you. That's the man I need.
I was 9,000
We're just gonna
studs away.
drizzle. Don't come at me about the sugar, you know. Don't do it. Alice loves coffee. She has loved coffee since before she could talk, I swear. Right, sis?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. You have paintbrushes in the strainer, my love. There we go. Delicious.
Eh.
Will hates coffee.
Gross.
Here you go, babe.
Thank you.
Even if you load it down with sugar and yummy stuff, it still tastes like gross.
It's delicious. Alright, I've got a big sheet pan ready to go in. Hopefully it cooks okay. It's got a frozen blend of Walmart's Great Value root vegetables, which has parsnips, sweet potatoes, some other things that I forget off the top of my head. I then cut up 3 red potatoes, and then a package of Cajun sausage and a package of cheesy turkey, like Johnsonville sausage. So that'll be dinner. The oven is currently preheating. Are you loving just staring at this? Because this is all I'm talking about. Sorry. I am going to small group tonight at my friend Lauren's house with a group of women from church. I'm going to bring my not consumed prayer journal. I have not used it much since I purchased it at the homeschool convention, and I think it's time. It's beautiful, and I want to make sure that I'm utilizing it.
I think it's too loud.
No, you're good. I'm also bringing my Quest Study Bible because we are going through Judges right now on the She Reads Truth app. If any of you use that, it's their current Bible study. We're doing Judges. And it's, for me, it's kind of hard to understand. There's lots of people and places and wars and stuff. So I'm going to bring my study Bible to help me understand things tonight. I've already done the 7-day lesson for this week, and highlighted some stuff throughout the passages. I just want to be able to contribute if I'm able. So I got the prayer journal, the Quest Bible, study Bible, and then this is just a pack of highlighters and pens that work in Bibles in case I need them. Alice is unloading the dishwasher. That's her chore this week, among many others.
My neck hurts.
Your neck hurts. Maybe Daddy will rub it for you a little bit. Daddy's good at that. So here's our kitchen. I know I've showed you like bits and pieces at a time of the house, but kitchen needs to be redone at some point. There's just random wallpaper and random paint, and just it needs to be redone at some point, but it's not currently bothering me, which is a slight surprise to myself.
That corner over there is kind of...
That corner is eclectic. It's got all sorts of different backgrounds, and there's some plaid wallpaper, there's some whatever this stick-on is they also put on the back, there's some paint, but you know what, it has character. It's character. So
we're gonna add more to the pile.
So we're gonna keep, we don't have, number one, we don't have the money right now to redo the kitchen backsplash area. We did our big projects when we moved in. We pulled up flooring and carpet and put in new flooring and painted many of the rooms. So kitchen is not on the agenda right now. It's just very eclectic looking. What's up? I have to leave in about 30 minutes for group. So I'm gonna sit and spend some time with Will, because he might be headed to bed by the time I get home, because that's how our days go, huh?
Yep.
Yep. It is late. I'm going to close this out. It's 10:45. I got home from Bible study or small group about, I don't know, half hour ago or so. You want to show them the pumpkin? Okay. Alice is going to show you pumpkin real quick that she painted for Jackson to take to youth this week. So Jackson is wearing a purge mask that lights up red and flashes and has different settings. So they did a purge pumpkin.
And this one glows in the dark.
Oh, does it?
The red does.
That's
Did you
awesome.
test it?
Not yet. Well, I did before,
So-
and then I added more.
It does in theory.
No. So youth this Wednesday, every October they do pumpkin chunkin', where you can bring a carved or painted pumpkin, and then they have a catapult that they chunk them. Oh, and she made this little tiny one to look like a squishmallow. It's so cute.
Corgi.
A corgi? Oh.
Yeah.
Like a corgi squishmallow, it looks like. It's very cute. So, anyway, we're going to wind this down. Everyone's getting ready for bed. Drop a comment, share some love, and until next time, we will see you later. Bye.